Okay, welcome back, guys. Nice guy driver. Let's talk about it. Can you actually train this algorithm? Sergio and the other kid be talking about it on what is it? Show Me the Money Club. The rideshare guy, I think it is, one of his shows. They believe, well, they say that you can train the algorithm, and I'm just wondering, what do you guys feel about that? Do you think it's true? Is it a possibility we can actually train the algorithm? Here's why I'm talking about this. I've been talking bad about Lyft for months now. I haven't had any decent rides from Lyft in a while. At all. I haven't had any decent rides from Lyft since probably November. It just so happens that just yesterday, which was a Wednesday, not the slowest day of the week, but not the busiest. Wednesday, I was jamming after about 2 o'clock on Lyft after they threatened me. They did the normal threat where they send you that little message on your screen, it blocks the screen, saying you declined so many rides. After that, it just started, they finally started giving me short rides that were paying about $1, $2 more than normal, I feel like. And they were coming back to back. This never happens in my area lately on Lyft since 2020, as far as back-to-back rides. Even after 2:30, I'll get offers, but they'll be like far away, stuff that the algorithm knows I'm not going to take. So I've been declining since November. Mad rides. My acceptance rate's probably 50%. Decline. Started accepting some halfway decent rides just yesterday, and they gave me 2 back-to-back streaks for the first time in months that weren't ridiculously far away, 10 to 15 minutes away. I was like, finally. And I was random because normally my go-to is Uber. I will occasionally, randomly throughout the day, put on Lyft. And if you're like me, you normally, it'll be out of the blue, you'll get a ride to the point you even forgot you had the app on. One day I had the app on for over an hour, and I forgot it was even on. It wasn't until I finally got a ride that I was like, oh, I had the Lyft app on all this time. But yesterday, something changed. I'm not saying I necessarily trained the algorithm, but it's almost as if the algorithm knows I'm the only dude in the area that's taking short rides, because the majority of people, I feel like, in my area are only doing Uber, primarily. There's a few Lyft, but it's primarily Uber. And it didn't used to be that way. This area used to be primarily Lyft. Some odd reason, I started getting all the rides that I normally would take, but they were paying $1 or $2 more. They gave me 2 streaks back to back, 2 $9 streaks. On top of that, I mean, literally, they were back to back. And like, if you normally get these streaks, you'll get like a 1 short ride to start the streak, and then it'll be like 1 ridiculous one. Going to a town, there's traffic, and then you gotta cut the streak. This one was like in order. They were giving me all short rides back to back. Now, here's what it could be. You guys hit me in the comments which one you believe it is. It could just be dumb luck. Like the algorithm playing with me, trying to game me because my area just happened to be busy yesterday, which was a Wednesday. Just happened to be busy. Could be. And the algorithm was just knowing that I was the only one that happened to keep my app on. Because that day, I did keep my app on. Normally how Sergio and them on the Show Me the Money Club, they'll say, get a ride, turn it off so you don't get any more requests. I didn't do that. I left a request, and I was able to see them. Our Lyft automatically would give you the rides. They were all short rides, in my demographic or what I like to take. And it just happened like clockwork yesterday. And I was actually shocked because this has been the fastest I've made using the least amount of gas, mind you, because they were all pretty local. They were like, the furthest was 15 minutes away. I was impressed. I was like, if Lyft did this every day, I would be happy. But I didn't want to get my hopes up. Like, I'm starting again today. I'm starting late today. And I don't want to get my hopes up that it's going to happen every day. But is it possible to train the algorithm? What do you guys think about that? I'm not so sure. But this is finally the first time since November, like I said, that I was actually able to get some decent rides. To the point where I almost completely ignored Uber, which is very rare because Uber was doing the guaranteed in my area, the 150 bonuses if you stay within a certain area. But Lyft was giving me those back-to-back streaks, and I could randomly drive wherever, and I was liking that. But it still bothers me that, you know, I wanted to be encouraging with this video and give you some good news because it feels like it's always bad news. But the truth is, the reason why we get bonuses and streaks and all this stuff, because they don't want to pay you that money all the time. They want to randomly pick who to give it to. Because it just may happen that I was thinking I was the only one in the area that just happened to keep my app on. That's the only why it was pushing those local rides to me. I feel like, because I was declining the longer trips all day. Or did I somewhat train the algorithm? I don't know. You guys let me know what you feel in the comments. But hopefully today is a day like that. I doubt it. I think majority of the time I'm going to get more offers from Uber. And that's just the way it's going to be. But it was nice to see that spurt of business for a hot minute. That was the fastest since November. I made $140. Here's where it gets good. $140 is not a lot of money, but I did it in about 3.5 hours again. Like it almost felt like it did back before Christmas when I was able to make that kind of money quickly. It felt good. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It almost felt like, and I thought about this while I was driving. I was like, if they just paid like this without the gimmicks and without all the fluff, and just paid us, say, a minimum flat ride, we get paid no less than $10. Because that's what I would charge. I would charge somebody $10 anywhere within town. A flat minimum $10 to the driver. Not these $3 and $4, $5 rides. I feel like that day they were giving me like $6 and $7 instead of $4 and $5. I felt like. I can't be sure, I didn't do the math. But, and I did get tips. Guys, tips matter. I know you can't predict them and you can't rely on them, but I've been getting a high amount of tips lately. And it's primarily not because I'm begging, as some of you might say in the comments. I will tell people straight up how I feel about Uber and Lyft. The customer asked me, how is it out here lately? Some drivers are telling me it's pretty decent. And I asked them, what kind of drivers are there? They're full-time drivers that are newbies, telling customers how great it is to drive for Uber and Lyft. And I knew they were newbies. They were newbies. They were just driving all over Connecticut, taking whatever offer, staying within that diamond status. They don't realize their numbers. They don't realize the wear and tear in the car. They don't realize the gas, the maintenance. They're not adding these factors in. And that's unfortunate. But hit me in the comments. Let me know what you think. Was it just dumb luck, or am I training the algorithm? I believe that it was partly just luck due to me leaving my app on and them just pushing a request my way. Let me know what you think again in the comments. Please subscribe. It really does help. You know, majority of you don't subscribe. You'll like that one video and you'll leave and you'll never come back. It helps the content creators get the word out. Subscribe, like, comment, click that bell icon, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Thank you.